All right, welcome to Comics on Life. We are live here on Comics on Life, and I'm gonna have my guests introduce themselves. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Kyle Wayne. I'm a comic based here in Brooklyn, New York. You can find me on Instagram at Lifestyle of Kyle, or you can find my show at Tight Pants Comedy.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Fuller. You can find me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that, justfullercomedy.com. And check out the Midnight Paco podcast as well on all platforms. And I'm in originally from Erie, Pennsylvania, but I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio right now.
Oh, Cleveland. Cleveland's in the house.
Yeah.
What's good? It's your boy Mark Faison from Columbus, Ohio. You can find me everywhere at Mark Faison. It's MarcFazon. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I still got a Christian Mingle profile somewhere out there too.
All right, and here we go.
Hey, also from Columbus, Ohio, is Columbus's own Freddie Simone. I always got the jokes on the microphone. You can catch me on Facebook, Freddie Simone, Instagram, Freddie.Simone, and website coming soon, FreddieSimone.com. And
Dope.
YouTube.
All right. All right.
Hi, everybody. My name is Cece Nunez. You can find me on Facebook at Cece Nunez, on IG under Boozy Collins. I am a Chicago comic. You can find me all over this place.
Oh, Chicago's in the house. Who? Did I miss anybody?
Nope.
No.
All right, I got everybody. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the first question. And I left it in the kitchen. Okay.
Ain't that some stuff? You know what's
All
time
right,
we have?
What kind of host is this?
I love
All right, we're
how
going
we're
to start with
starting.
this question. What was the question I was going to ask? All right. Do you think that comedians should be censored, or should they say whatever they want to say? And we're going to start here.
So I definitely don't think comedians should be censored. I feel like that's obvious, super easy. That being said, I feel like there's been a lot going around the internet of people saying comedians are like the modern day Socrates and philosophers. I feel like that's going a little far. Like I do think we're artists, but like when people compare us to like Van Gogh or like Michelangelo, I'm like, listen, we get on stage and tell dick jokes, okay? Let's not get that. So should comedians be censored? No. Do we need to be put on this huge pedestal? Probably also no. Just my thoughts.
All right. So he said no. All right. Justin.
Like he said, definitely not. You know, you don't censor nobody. But I'll tell you what, when these philosophers, I care to differ. I think we're the truth tellers. I tell you what, even within them dick jokes, you tell them the truth most of the time. I'm just saying, we up there talking shit, but a lot of it's facts. A lot of it's within the realm of what we know is truth. You know what I'm saying? We make up some stuff, embellish a little bit, but it's all up there trying to conquer things and tell facts out there.
All right. So, all right, Mark.
I think there shouldn't be censorship, but I do think that we got to remember freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. So, you know, there should be at least a limit. Now, like, cause like I don't want no comic going on stage and saying, just dropping the N-bomb and pointing at me. But like if it's funny, and it's clever,
yeah.
there we go. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like I said, like within reason, you should be able to do that. I just like I said, I don't want nobody just walking up there like, hey, that dude, and they're like, okay. Like I said, because even if somebody roasts me, I'm cool, I can handle that. But let's be respectful of each other. So I'm good with it.
All right.
Definitely. I agree with everyone pretty much. Like, you can't censor what people are going to say. They're going to say what they want, what the fuck they want to say. Since we on
Yeah.
the okay, um, it's all about being tactful with what you have to say. If you really want to be taken seriously and not just spewing bullshit out your mouth, you know, strategically say what you need to say. And if honestly, if you put it in an intelligent way, you can really say anything and it offend every fucking body, but it's funny. And like Justin said, we are the truth tellers. You know, we tell the truth about certain situations, even though people don't want to hear shit. But you know, so no to censorship and yeah, don't put us on a. Please don't put my black ass on no pedestal because I'm not perfect. I can't tell people what to do. I can only tell you how Freddie thinks. So that's all I.
All right, cool. All right, CC.
I mean, I think we're all kind of saying the same thing, kind of like in different ways. I do not think that comics need to be censored, but I also think you need to know your audience. You can say whatever you want to say, but if after the show a big strong lady wants to have words with you, you're on your own.
Exactly.
You're on your own. But you know, as far as comics go as an art form, it's really like we're not even getting honesty in the news. And
Facts.
comics in general, in the history of comedy, like when it first started as a court jester, they were the only ones who could say the truth in a joking way. You know what I mean? So like we need to exist as like a necessary evil to hold a mirror up to society. Like this is we're a reflection of what's happening.
All right. So, all right. Let me ask y'all this. Now, since the Will Smith incident, did when you go on stage, do you like have security with you?
Oh, what?
Those of us who can fight are not worried.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
We're not. We're not. If you can fight, you're not that worried. You're not the
Well,
same level of worried as everybody else. If you're fast, you're not as worried.
also too, if I see somebody walking from 100 yards away slowly to come up my way, and they slowly extend their hand and then come my way, then I had plenty of time to react, and I had plenty of time to hood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but that's just me.
Not only that, I don't talk about anything that would offend anybody. So if they want to come at me, then they're gonna get kicked to the face. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
That's a
You know
fact.
what?
Getting
Just
slapped in the face after shows for years. I didn't realize it was such a weird thing. Like I thought that would just
That was your normal.
yeah, but you know what, Justin? I just met you, but I'm pretty sure you offended a lot of motherfuckers.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. No, I can
don't offend
tell right away.
nobody.
I
Problematic.
can tell he offended a lot of motherfuckers.
No, I met Miss Freddie Simone. I met her. She knows.
That's
I don't
because
offend nobody.
everybody in this show is from Ohio.
Yeah.
Even if
know.
you're not from Ohio, you're in Ohio right now.
Oh, look, I talk about my relationship. I talk about my life. I don't offend nobody. I don't talk about topics. I don't talk about politics. I don't do none of that. You know, I don't talk
See,
about
Justin,
race.
right?
I'm
That's me
good.
too, bro. I don't. I steer away from stuff that can kind of alienate the audience. So I talk about myself personally.
Right.
However, I don't be worried because I got my rape whistle. I'll blow that whistle real quick. Don't walk up on stage. I
Oh
blow your
my
eardrums out.
God.
He's
I
Oh my
I
God.
blow my whistle real quick.
He's
All
stupid.
right, all right.
Not a
Now
rape whistle.
I
You
got
got to be
questions
careful.
from
You gotta watch your back.
I got questions from comedians
Okay.
who text me this. Who is the most famous comedian you worked with? And we're gonna start here.
Well, I would think the most famous is I didn't work with, but I've had him on my podcast is Greg Morton. I mean, he's 25, 30 years in the game. He's been on America's Got Talent, Dry Bar Special, all over the place. We met him. He was doing a headlining spot at the Funny Stop, and we met him, and he's an awesome guy, and we kept in contact. And he's been on the Midnight Paco podcast twice. So yeah, I would think he's the most famous in my eyes right now.
Nice.
But I had
All
contact with a few working at comedy clubs. It's cool.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna be on your podcast soon. Okay.
There you go.
So for me, it is a New York comedy legend whose name is Al Lubal. I believe he's been on the late night show 13 times, which is a lot. You wouldn't know it by looking at him. A lot of his set is about looking homeless and having a name like Al Lubal, but absolute legend of the game. The guy shows up at the club looking completely distraught, like doesn't know where he's going, proceeds to absolutely murder his set, shoots the roof off the place. But yeah, I've been fortunate to do a few shows with him.
All right, cool. All right.
Oh, I'm not quite sure. I guess I'll say like I open for Talent, the comedian. I was in Mark Gregory's workshop, so that's Mark Gregory, my mentor. So I'll say that.
There you go.
Went to his workshop and he
You
actually
had me.
What's that?
You had me at Talent. Talent he's one of my favorite comedians. He is funny as hell.
He was actually really nice to meet. And then last year I went to Hope Flood's Comic Rock Convention, and there I met Rodney Perry, Shang. I just met all of them people, all of those guys.
Oh, you was at the convention?
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't run into you.
We probably did, but there were so many people. It was just if you remember whoever had the purple hair with the rainbow stuff on, that was me. So
that was you.
That was me.
Yeah, I ain't see you.
I ain't thought
You ain't shit. Why you do that to me? But no, that's my roster. But I open for Talent and working with Mark Gregory as my mentor. Kind of. It's that's where I'm at.
Oh, Talent, man, he's hilarious.
He's silly.
All right, Mark.
I don't know whose dog that is. I'm
Michael
open
Vick ain't on this show, is he?
I'm open for a few guys, but I think the most famous I would say is a couple cast members from Wild 'N Out. So I'm open for Carlos Miller, Chico Beans, and DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
Chico Bean. I don't watch Wild 'N Out, but my coworker, she keeps telling me I'm like Chico Bean, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
He's actually, like I said, he's actually funny, but real talk, Carlos Miller is he's an excellent comedian. He's been doing it for about 20 years. He's a beast on that stage.
All right,
People just don't know.
Dog? Who got the dog?
Not.
Oh, that was
I have a
Mark.
dog, but he's
Mark
not
had the
barking.
dog.
It can't be me because like I said, I'm out in public.
I got mine trapped up. They locked up. We're good.
All right, CC.
Oh, hey, what's up? I haven't worked with anybody. Like, I've worked with like local famous, but not like big famous. I've met a couple of famous people. I met a really beautiful young lady from Wilding Out. She's pregnant right now. I can't remember her name because I was drunk. And then that was at Laugh Factory upstairs, and she was a lot of fun. And then I didn't work with him. I was actually in support of I guess you could say support team for another comic during the Kenan Thompson experience, and I met Kenan Thompson, but that's sketch comedy, not quite the same. But he's actually really funny. If you just let him go up there and talk, it's fine.
Okay, Kenan Thompson.
That's it.
I like Kenan Thompson. He's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah, no, he's super sweet, friendly.
All right. Here's the next question. What would you do if someone... Oh, wow. What would you do if someone ran up on you on stage while you were performing?
Throw them off. We don't have to think about it.
All right.
It's a reflex.
Who started that?
Me, I
Who
started and I
started
was like,
that?
look, you just palm off. If they run up, they're gonna fall down. You use their own momentum. If they're running towards you, just chuck them. Just throw them like a newborn baby right in the dumpster. You just
All right. Did y'all hear?
throw them.
Did y'all see Chris Rock Netflix special?
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did watch it.
I
Oh
enjoyed
my
it.
God. He killed Will Smith. He killed him. He hurt Will Smith way more than Will Smith slapped.
I
What
mean,
y'all think about it?
I mean,
CC. We're gonna go with CC.
Yeah. I watched that special, and here's the thing: I let everybody talk their smack on the internet about this. Like, I heard everybody's opinions about it, but I didn't care because a lot of people are just like, because it's Chris Rock. But look, I'm gonna say, look, I'm still growing, and I hope to continue to grow as a comic. But I'm not gonna kiss any ass on the internet to get there. So I had no commentary about it. I did watch it. I did think it was good because I like him as a comic and he is funny. There's a reason that he's Chris Rock. But it was told from the perspective of a person. He told it like a comic who got slapped. This is the truth. He didn't lie about it. He's like, my feelings were hurt. And you know what? When he told it, I was laughing. But I was also thinking, Will Smith, you had a lifelong loyal fan who actually respected you a lot. And regardless of all the consequences that Will Smith had to face, the saddest thing is that he lost a lifelong fan who was like a fan, like from the heart, like his whole career, from like rap through all of his movies. I think the saddest thing is that you let a trifling woman cost you the respect of somebody who respected the shit out of you in real life.
That's what. All right, we're gonna go to the next comedian. That's what it was. It was fucking Jada. She's a fucking. I ain't gonna say shit. All right, go ahead.
I don't want him to come for me.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, he got Will, but he talked a lot of stuff that everybody was talking. You know what I'm saying about the relationship we had and everything like that. He got him good. I like the emancipation joke. Did you see it live? Because when I seen it live, he messed it up. He took a chance, but he messed the joke up live. I don't know if you've seen the replay or not.
I waited for it to be perfected.
Oh
Yeah.
Live.
I watched it live too, though. He did mess it up. But that made it raw and real that he messed it up.
No. Hold up.
I mean, he still.
That wasn't the live. That wasn't the live when he messed it up.
What's that?
He was talking for an hour. It was one take.
He didn't mess it up. It was the other one that he messed up.
Mm-mm.
If you watch the live on YouTube, the Netflix live, he didn't mess that joke up. He said concussion.
Yeah, he messed it up.
No, he messed it up.
He even said he messed it up.
Y'all gotta watch it on YouTube.
I seen it on Netflix.
We watched it on Netflix live, and he messed it up.
I seen it on Netflix the night he did it, and he said the Oscar for concussion, and he meant to say. I mean, he said emancipation. He meant to say concussion because emancipation was the joke later on.
Right.
Oh, well, see, on YouTube, where I watched it at, he had it right.
Oh yeah, they edited the shit out of it. They made it perfect because in Chris Rock's style, he repeats his jokes. He repeats his style, and then he repeated it again, so they were able to cut that bitch with flawless execution. Yeah, no.
You know what part got me?
It was still funny.
You know what part got me? This is the part that got me when he was like, when he did the entanglement, and he was like, everybody calls him a bitch. Everybody called him a bitch. Everybody called him a bitch, and then he gonna smack me.
Oh yeah. Those are facts. Those are facts. And I also
Will's
said,
a good man. Will's a good man, and Jada got him in the deep water.
Everybody's cool with a menage a trois until somebody sticks a thumb in your woman's butt, and then that's not cool.
Where you
Yeah,
draw the line, Justin?
Jada the one that fucked all this shit up.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, we're gonna go with Kyle. Kyle.
What do you want? My take on the whole Will Smith situation? My take on the Chris Rock special? I watched the special. Sorry, am I coming in hot with the levels? But I did watch the special. I watched it with my lady. We did lay with each other during it. I'll be honest. I don't know. Something's a little romantic about a Chris Rock special. Probably her seeing a comic actually getting laughs on a stage is what got her in the mood. You know. Usually she sees in my show, but I thought it was good. Obviously, you had to address the elephant in the room. I think it was a good way to end the show.
Right.
My girlfriend did make the comment during the show. She's like, he does yell a lot during his stand-up. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's just what he does. That's his style. But no, good special, honestly. I think it's cool that he live streamed it. Obviously, Netflix edited the shit out of it for when they reposted it. But yeah, no, I thought it was good. Not a hot take.
I think he responded to that, especially when he said that he was raised by his parents, and they said never fight in front of white people. I like that because he showed class. He kept his composure. Most comedians would have, when Will Smith turned his back on him, most comedians would just kick him in his ass. Frida,
I don't know.
Stop calling me Frida. I'm Freddie.
Freddie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who is Frida?
I thought I was having a stroke. I said, Frida, did she change her name?
I don't get names right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just remember Nina Simone, but like Freddy Krueger, put Freddie in the front. Freddy Krueger, but Freddie Simone.
I know her.
Because I'm a poetic nightmare. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I did watch reluctantly the Chris Rock special just because I'm new to comedy. I'm not trying to watch too many people because I don't want to accidentally take their styles inadvertently. With that being said, I liked his past specials better because he did have to address the elephant in the room, but it was just so like I was expecting everything he said. You know what I mean? Like I was waiting for the Will Smith and all of that. I laughed. It was funny. But it was more of his story to tell. You know what I mean? It wasn't, for me, it wasn't as funny. Now, S'mores, I laughed at S'mores a lot more, because it's also, too, it's not relatable for me to have somebody come up on stage and smack the shit out of me and me not do nothing. So I can't relate to that. And then, too, like, some other things, it was just, I don't know. I didn't need the special personally. I will say this. Personally, what I found, you know, he's been on tour with Chappelle, you know, trying out his material and everything. And I can kind of tell that maybe they brainstormed together. It was one joke in particular. It was a misdirect joke. The being single and the women.
Chappelle's a master of that.
What's that?
I said Chappelle's a master at that.
But that's what I'm saying. That joke, that felt like it had Chappelle's hands on it to me. Not saying that that's a bad thing because we all collab together and help one another. But now that I'm a comedian and I can tell people's styles from one another, that specific misdirect sounded like it had a touch of Chappelle on it. But I liked it. I enjoyed it for a learning aspect. I didn't laugh so much at it because I wasn't looking for it for that.
All right, cool. All right.
I think the only issue I had with it was that, okay, so It was great. It was funny. I personally enjoyed it. I listened to the whole. You know when something is funny, when you don't have to watch the whole time, you can just listen and you're still laughing. I literally watched the first 30 minutes or like the first half, and then I started getting ready because I had things to do the rest of it. And I was listening to it, and it was still funny. I will say the only issue that Chris Rock has is that he cannot relate to regular people. He's had money for too long, and a lot of the show was a rich flex.
Girl, I was listening to him talk about his daughter, and I was proud, but I was at the same time like,
I was waiting for Drake and 21 Savage to jump out. Like, rich flex, what's going on?
When he was talking about how many millions he got and his 4 kids and all that.
Right. I was like, nobody relates to that. We're happy for you. We love to see it, but we can't relate to this. Your rich people problems. We have broke people problems. Like, we can't relate to this anymore.
How you rich? You was a crackhead.
Yes, he was more relatable.
And I really like CB4.
Who?
What did you say?
I said I really like CB4.
I did
that
too.
Was a great movie. That was a great movie. That movie aged really well.
I was talking about New Jack City. He was Pookie.
Yeah.
Another classic.
I seen him. I seen him live like right after New Jack City.
Mm.
I was at college.
Right, Mark.
That shit was hilarious.
So for me, like that, I think Chris live. He's a lot better live than watching TV for personal things. I personally enjoyed the special. Now I didn't gut butt laugh like that. I honestly like that, like Freddie. I enjoyed some more special than I did Chris's. However, I enjoyed his special because, like I said, it was him telling his truth. It was him getting it all out there. But once again, it wasn't nothing that was like, oh my God, that was like gut busting fun. It was cool.
All right. Now we're gonna oh shoot, I done forgot the question. I had a question that Frida brought up. What, did I say it wrong again?
Sure did.
Damn. Just Simone.
Freddie.
What's up?
All right, I had a question that she had brought up, but I forgot it. All right. Who doing the hump? All right, here's the question. What's your best comeback when dealing with a heckler?
I'm sorry, when dealing with what?
A heckler.
A heckler? Whew. A lot of times, my best comeback is like, you think you could do this, huh? Like, I just kind of put them on the spot a little bit, depending on how they heckle me. Because some hecklers, they don't say negative things. They just like try to be part of the act. Like, I know, girl. Oh, da. And you like, I need you to calm down. You know what I mean? I just tell them, you know, I actually haven't had that many hecklers, though. I will say that.
All right, cool. All right. We're going to go in the shadows here. I don't know where he went. Mark. Where you go?
He's about to go do a set. He ain't got time.
Nah, I had to go back in and check the show out.
Take us with you. Take us with you because we want to see.
Either in the bathroom or up on stage, but in the back pocket.
Stop. We want to come with you.
The homie Gemini from Michigan just went on stage and killed it, man. That brother's a beast, man.
Dope.
Yeah. What was your question?
Are you gonna bring us? Are you gonna bring us with Mark? We want to watch.
I wish I could, but it would be too loud. Y'all ain't gonna be able to hear the rest of the show. That's not, you know. Plus, I don't like recording.
Whatever.
As a comic, you don't let nobody record your set without your permission.
I hear you.
Yeah, like
people do whatever the hell they want. And hold up, and in response to Freddie, I'm glad that she doesn't have too many hecklers. But to be honest with you, the worst hecklers are other comics. The worst.
Really?
The worst.
I've never had a comic.
It's really drunk people, like inebriated, and other comics. They cannot mess with you. But those interactions tend to be fun and work out. But
Mark, what's your best comeback for a heckler?
Oh, he just went away. He leaves the stage. He said exit stage left. Like, fuck everybody.
Oh, it's my set. My set.
He must have got his check first.
He didn't want to give away. He was like, no secret, smoke bomb. And then he vanished.
That's funny. What about you?
Oh,
Look at Justin.
there we go. Back on business.
Highest
All right,
direct hit.
Justin, what's your best comeback when dealing with a heckler?
Like Freddie, I've never had many hecklers because my set doesn't produce that. But I have
No
had,
crowd work?
I had, yeah, because there's nothing really to come back at except you just have those drunk ladies like blah 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 blah. Like you said, want to be part of the set. So you just try and include them a little bit, and you continue on. There's ways to continue on and move on. I've never really had a problem, to be honest, with any heckler or no interruption to my set because I don't dive in those areas. Anything I talk about, it's usually cordial. I don't swear a lot. It's not. Yeah, I know the looks of me. I may seem like I give out, but no. I don't have any hecklers. They're all cool. I talk about funny shit.
All right, cool. All right, Kyle.
So I have a pretty good story about this actually. The first ever time I did stand-up with you guys, literally the first open mic. Like it was because I lost a bet, believe it or not. So I hit this open mic in my hometown of Des Moines, Iowa, not Ohio. People get the two confused a lot, but I hit this open mic. And, of course, I'm the new guy. So they put me 20th out of 20 comics. So, and I brought a bunch of buddies along. One of them has a bit of a drinking problem, you could say. And, I'm going 20th out of 20. So this guy's got 3 hours to kill, putting back drinks the entire time. This guy's also a bit of a loudmouth when he drinks. So he starts heckling a lot of the other comics. So when they finally call my name, 20th out of the 20 comics, they see that I'm sitting with the heckler. So all the other comics boo me as I'm getting up on the stage. The first ever time doing stand-up comedy, I come up getting booed by the entire audience. My buddy's still running his mouth and everything. He's hammered. He doesn't remember any of this, by the way. He blacked out. He doesn't remember any of this happened. But I right away.
That's for friends I pull.
Looks like I'm taking an Uber. Thank God my friend, he actually has a man bun, which came in handy because that was like a big red target for me. I'm like, oh, did you get your hair done at the same salon as my mom? Like you got the Karen cut, all that stuff. Just started roasting the shit out of this guy. Eventually kind of won back the other comics in the other crowd because they're like, oh, yeah, fuck this guy. But
so first of all, you got booed by the other comics, and then you started heckling the heckler.
Exactly. That's all I could do. I just went full pitbull mode on him. I just clapped back.
Oh, that's funny. I did a show. And this guy was heckling me, and I just went all out on him, and he left the club, and we started hearing gunshots outside. He shot his own car up. Everybody ducked in the club, but he was shooting his own car up. And I was like, damn, I got this motherfucker so good that he shot his own fucking car up. And the cops came and locked him up.
That's mental illness.
Yeah, problems.
But that just let me know I'm funny as fuck.
I ain't never been that mad that I'm gonna destroy my own stuff. I would have shot your car.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
He shot
That was
his
dumb.
own car up. We thought he was shooting in a club. No, he was shooting his car up. All right.
Maybe he wanted a new car.
Claim denied.
The the logic is not there.
Mm-mm.
Who did I miss? Who didn't answer the question?
We all did, I think. Or Mark.
I
What?
didn't answer a
Yeah,
question,
no, Mark.
and Mark
Mark.
disappeared.
Yeah,
Is he back?
Oh,
he's
Mark.
back.
Mark.
Where did you
Mark
go?
is
He
there.
was first.
I've been back for a long time. Y'all not gonna sit here and judge me. First and foremost.
Mark,
So typically, I don't really get heckled,
Mark
but when
was
I
getting
do,
heckled when we talking to him.
I typically don't get heckled because, like I said, like I said, I don't really alienate the audience like Justin. However, if I do, I learn to like just to either go all in or try to get them back on your side. Like so you say something about the heckler, and then you talk about yourself again, and that gets them back on your side. Or Mark Gregory told me, he said, listen, if you're gonna go at somebody, you better go at them to the point where they don't want to say nothing else. So I usually just, like I said, I don't have anything like prepared. Like I'll freestyle and just kind of go off the top. And if you still standing after that, hey, you earned your spot. I'm gonna dap you up and let you go.
All right, cool. Now you know what? The best comeback I ever heard. I think he passed away. But Tyler Craig. You ever heard of comedian Tyler Craig?
He is a beast, man. Man, rest in peace, Tyler Craig. He was. Whew.
Yes, he is a beast. And the one, why my thing won't move over? The one thing he said, he had this one heckler. He was on Def Comedy Jam, and he said, this dude was trying to heckle him in the front row, Def Comedy Jam, and he said, "You know what you should do? You should get dressed first, then drink." That was the best I ever heard because dude had on this crazy ass outfit, and I loved it. All right,
Tyler was a beast. Like you didn't want to follow him on stage, man. He was a stage killer, man.
I just did. I was just on the Michael Collier show, and that's one of my idols right there, Michael Collier. I was so freaking nervous, but Michael Collier, Tyler Craig, Hamburger, Chucky Ducky.
Chucky Ducky.
All legends. All
I
legends.
remember all. I
Man,
heard
yes.
their names. Def Comedy Jam.
All right, while we got Mark on here before he for his signal go out, we're gonna
Before his set comes up.
all right, Mark, you on the first date, and the person that you with wants to post a pictures and location on Facebook of the date in real time. Would you be cool with that?
Heck no. I'm married. I won't let my wife do that, bro. That's how you end up on the
Well,
news,
we
bro. I
not
don't trust
saying
nobody
you
like that.
married. You on a date. You not married. You on a date.
I'm just saying I'm married now, and I don't let my wife post me while we on the date, and she can post it when we get home. I don't need nobody to know where I'm at. That's how you end up on the news on a T-shirt or something. I'm good. Don't be posting my location. That's crazy.
Right.
I don't like nobody who got to post all the time, anyways.
Now, Freddie cracked up on that, so I want to hear what she got to say.
I don't want nobody posting my location because that's how you end up on a T-shirt. I'm good on that. Don't post my
Ghetto
location.
clouds.
Yeah, I'm good on
On
that.
a T-shirt in the ghetto clouds.
Yeah, don't put me. If I die, don't put me on no T-shirt. Don't be posting no conversation we had. Don't do none of that. If I die, listen.
Say the ghetto clown.
The ghetto
I
clown
did
for
say
real.
the ghetto clouds.
All right, Freddie.
What's up? You said first. Is it a first date?
First date.
First date. What the fuck you posting me for? It's a first date. Let's chill the fuck out first, okay? Let's get past the first, like the menu or the bill or something first. You don't need to post me and then tell everybody where we at and shit. And I take my L's quietly, so I don't post who I'm banging on, who I'm going out with on Facebook.
But wait, Did y'all know?
You
Did
can't
y'all
keep
hear what she said?
your pimp hand strong if you telling all your business and your secrets out there.
But did y'all hear what she said? She said when we get past the bill, let's see who pays the bill first.
Y'all heard it. You heard it right.
I knew what I was hearing.
She
You don't
said
get to
when
post
we
me and
get
make me
past
go
the bill,
50-50, bitch.
if you pay for the bill, then you can post shit, motherfucker.
I mean, next to posting me on Facebook and tagging my location, do you want me to leave you a Yelp review and shit too? Like, why are we telling everybody what the fuck we doing and who we with and all of that? That's too much transparency. Get out of my business.
All right. She said the bill.
Right. No.
That's funny as hell.
Yo, I've had
right,
this happen multiple times. Is the same question, Stefan? We still rocking the same question?
Yeah, I forgot what the question was.
Day, right? I do feel like
My high or low.
in the age of dating apps and everything, I feel like half the girls on there honestly just want to go out with you to make their ex jealous. Like, you know, I can't tell you how many first dates I've gone on, and you know, you're getting your drink, you've known each other 30 seconds, and they want like Instagram posts of you guys like cheersing drinks. Like, so it's like they get about this much of you in their picture, just like from the hand up, just enough for them to see my bad nails and know that I'm a man and my meaty hands. So I for sure had it happen. A bit of a red flag for sure. Not a lot of second dates when the first date goes like that.
All right, Justin.
Yo. Yeah, like nah, I'm married, so first dates, but hell yeah, track the location. Just in case something happens, you better fucking find me. You better know the last place I was. You better have a goddamn search party out for me. I don't care. Shit, hell yeah, share everything. Guess what? Take pictures with everybody so we got evidence too, just in case some shit goes down and I'm blamed for it. We know where
So
we're at.
what type of women are you dating? I mean, you scared?
Hey, no, I'm
Wait,
married.
look, your
I'm
wife
married.
right behind you.
Right.
I'm married, but if shit goes down and we disappear, hell, at least you know where we were at. Because if I can't get us out of the situation, some shit went down. I'll tell you that.
The man who was like cocaine and hookers is married.
I know.
Hey, that was my 20s. Shit, that was my 20s. No, I ain't kidding. I never messed with no hookers. Cocaine's another story. And that was my 20s. I'm 40
Right.
now. I'm grown. I'm old. Drinking bourbon and shit. You know.
That drink in your hand looks beautiful though, so cheers.
He said I'm old. I'm
Cheers. Cheers.
It's tequila.
Well, he said it's bourbon and shit because he old, you know.
Right.
I love tequila,
It's
by the way.
tequila. Home is the only safe place for me to have tequila. So if we're rocking the same question.
Did you see how much tequila she got in there? That's like fucking 5 shots and shit.
No, it wasn't. First off, it was like this much tequila and this much energy drink.
And she grown.
You know what I mean?
What the fuck happened to the energy drink? It's just tequila now.
No, it's not. You swish it. You just swish it. Anyways, we're still rocking the same question about first dates posting you?
Yeah.
Or not? You could post that we're hanging out. I don't have shit to hide. I'm single. But don't post the location because it's not safe. That's it. That's it. I don't have anything funny to say about that. Like, if you want to post a picture of us hanging out, like, yes, please continue to show people my alcoholism. Thank you. And then, you know what I mean?
I got a question, TC.
Yeah.
You said it's cool to post and show we hanging out, but don't tag the location because that's dangerous. Is that dangerous for y'all because somebody else is going to come and see y'all, or like?
No, it is dangerous for me, but it's only dangerous for me the way it is dangerous for men that who are watching you that you do not know are watching you to know, because I've had crazy exes that do pop-ups, like motherfuckers I haven't seen in years. I've had weird shit happen to me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not like don't you know, I've had people surprise me. And sometimes it's like single white females that fucking surprise me.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
I get it.
Be careful.
Oh shit.
You know
somebody who's like trying to pretend to be you. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do, they do. And then if you post that you're somewhere, they just show up.
What it is that's what you get for being a beautiful ass person with a snapback, because the dudes be after you. You feel me? And the females want it. They want to be like
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But also, I don't want to end up in a dumpster behind the bar I'm drinking at. So you know what I mean?
We're not going to do that.
That's why I said you have to be able to fight, or you got to be fast. You got to pick one, and you got to rock with that.
All right, Mark.
But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mark is like, my wife is watching. He's on a journey.
Yeah, my boy about to get on stage right now, so I'm watching the show. No, I wish I could turn around so y'all could see.
Oh shit! That's what's up. Get it.
Who is that?
What was the question?
I forgot.
You probably forgot.
How you forget the question that you asked?
The new question. I think we're on a new question now.
That's what you about to do.
All right, I got it. Yeah.
All right, what's the question?
And the person that you are with when to post pictures and location on Facebook.
I already answered that first.
Yeah,
you drunk.
Oh, you already answered it. All right,
you drunk.
let's go to the next question.
We need a new question, sir.
All right, here we go. We're going to go with the next question from another comedian.
Who are these alleged comedians asking these questions?
Right.
Huh?
Who are these alleged comedians asking all these questions?
Well, comedians that been on the show.
Okay, dope.
Oh, so we get to submit after this to other people? I like it.
Huh?
We get to submit to other people who come on the show after us, because I like that.
Sure. Yes.
I'm going to ask you questions. Like, what's your favorite position?
Yeah.
What is the most craziest thing you seen a crackhead do?
Ooh.
Oh.
What
kind of question is that?
Go ahead, Mark.
Ooh, no, I got stories.
Crackhead dude. He tried to sell me a little girl, like a whole person. I'm like, nigga, what? Like a whole person. He tried to sell me. He's like, hey, bro, you trying to? I'm like, nigga, what you doing? Like, who's that little girl? That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Felony.
All right, Mark,
that is a federal crime.
Are you serious with that?
Yeah, dead serious.
He tried to sell you a little girl.
Yeah. I straight called the police.
All right, we're gonna go here.
All right, well.
Oh, okay, it's on me. So the craziest thing I've seen a crackhead do. I don't be around crackheads, y'all. So,
right? What kind of question is that?
I've heard of crackheads like eating a shit sandwich. Like the craziest thing I've seen a crackhead do, I guess. I'm joking though. I've seen crackheads today. I've seen plenty of crackheads, but I just ain't interacted with them so much.
Right?
You know what I mean? Because they crackheads and I already know what the fuck they about. Like the craziest thing. Oh, this one crackhead, they robbed the Wendy's truck back in the day, and the hood had nothing before. Not before it was 4 for $4s. That's when they had like the biggie drinks and stuff, the biggie fries and shit like that. The hood had Wendy's hamburgers for the whole motherfucking summer. It was like you could buy them like a whole package for $3. The crackhead prices are great. It's just,
yeah, they are. They are.
They can either sell you a whole bunch of hamburgers or a little girl like they was trying to do Mark. So you gotta be careful.
All right. Cow.
So I'm from New York, so I deal with a lot of these people on a daily basis. That a very clear story comes to mind, guys. Back in 2020, the COVID year, I was unfortunate enough to be here in New York City. And, at that point in time, the city was a complete ghost yard. There was no tourists to be around. I was living 3 blocks away from Times Square in a hellhole apartment. And, we had a good amount of homeless folks living in our neighborhood, but, they got really buck wild during the pandemic. And I remember one instance in particular. Somehow they obtained a boombox. I don't know how they got their hands on a boombox, but what they would do is they would play the song "Toxic" by Britney Spears on replay. That's the one song. So they would just play "Toxic." Like I could cite that word for word for the rest of my life. I've heard that song 1,000 times. So definitely that. Another time they got their hands on some fireworks that they shot at my apartment. I don't know what they had against us. We were very friendly neighbors, but the toxic and the fireworks is definitely what I think of when I think of folks like that.
All right,
Too hot, can't come down.
I used to love that song too. Never again. Never again.
I have to dig deep back into this one. I think I was probably about 16, 17, right around getting your driver's license. So I was out with some friends and we were driving around in Erie, PA, because crackheads are everywhere. We already know. Yeah, I don't know if this was a crackhead, but it probably was. But we were driving around this place that wasn't, it was known, like every city, it has its areas where there's some walkers and some, nasty people, some filthies out there.
You said walkers.
Some filthies out there.
You said walkers like zombies.
So as a carload of young ass kids, we drive over there, and she walks up to the window and she's like 2 for whatever, and my buddy was like 2 for 15, and she was like 2 for 15, your mother, and slapped the window and left this crazy ass handprint, crazy ass handprint on the window. It was nasty as shit, and we just took off.
Wait. All right, I'm gonna go with CC now, but I ain't never heard nobody have hooker coupons.
No, there was no coupons, but young kids trying to get deals.
15.
Shit.
All right, CC, what's the worst thing?
Oh man, here's the thing. Being from the west side of Chicago, having been the south side of Milwaukee, and being on the north side of Chicago, I've encountered way more crackheads in my life than I'm comfortable with. First, I want to shout out Kyle. As soon as we get off this live, I'm going to play Britney Spears Toxic, and I'm going to jam the fuck out. As soon as I'm going to hit it. You know what I mean? As soon as we get done with this. Because I have to, it's an earworm now. I've got to get that shit out. So the first thing is, I had a crackhead cuss me out and call me broke because I didn't have cash at the gas station. I put this is like 2006. I had put my last $10 in the tank to go pick up my daughter from my mom, and he's like, "Fucking broke bitch! How is it you have a job and you don't have no money?" And I'm like, what the fuck? Second time, I had a lady in I was in the Popeyes drive-thru, and this was like in the north side of Milwaukee, like right off of Appleton. I had her pot on my window. She went, "My sister! My sister!" And she was like banging my window. I cracked it open. I'm like, "What is your deal?" And she's like, "Do you have any cash, my sister?" And I said, "Look, I don't have cash, but I have cigarettes." She's like, "Cool, I'll take 2. So I gave her some Newports. I don't smoke anymore. And then the third time was actually recently, this past summer. It's my first year in this apartment. We're coming up on a year in like a couple of weeks. And apparently there's like a couple plugs that live in my triangulated alley. And there was this woman who's definitely a crackhead. Definitely, she's transient, and she's yelling, "Can I cuss on here?" She's like, "You want to fuck?
The fuck?
What?
You want to fuck right now, or you want me to come back later?" And she was right next to my back door, and I had to pop over the back door. I was like, "Hey, there's kids in here, and if you can do that," I told her, I was like, "You can do that, but not next to my back door because not all of the pussy here is for sale." And she's like, "I'm so sorry, sweetheart." And then she just kind of went around her business peddling her wares, which in her case was pussy. So I just left it alone. But yeah, no, I had to tell her, like, "Hey, don't do that shit next to my back door.
Wow.
What is wrong with you?"
I definitely got to find out where she live at.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you
Really?
don't. I don't even know if she's
You
look,
some
all winter. Look,
nasty.
I haven't seen her all winter. I don't even know if she's alive right now.
You
Well,
nasty.
by the time I get there, it'll be summertime, so she'll be back around.
Right. If she pops back up when it's warm, I'll let you know.
See, I need you to ask more questions next time.
All right. Hey, I want to thank y'all. That's been the show. Thank y'all so much. Oh, I'm going to hang with Cece. She got crackhead friends.
Man, I don't, but they used to throw crack parties on my porch because I was like the only person on my building. Every night I went outside, it was a fucking crack party. The people sleeping all over the place. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
You need to
That's
move.
a crack party, yeah.
Yeah, she got crack
Most
parties.
people had to
Wow.
fight roaches. I had to try crackheads so I could throw out my garbage. We're not the same.
Jesus.
We're not the same.
Wow.
You had to use two different types of
I
raid, huh?
want to thank y'all. I wanna-
Yeah. Once at a time. 1% at a time.
I want to thank y'all so much for being on the show. CC, Justin, Frida, Kyle, and
Friday.
Mark.
That was only for Frida. That wasn't for the rest of you guys.
Wait, did I say Frida? Oh,
Wherever Frida is, she will appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
He's been calling you Frida the whole show. He's giving us all the Mandela effect. I started calling you Freddie.
Man, you know what?
How you doing?
Here we go. Where we go? Right
This
here.
is Stefan.
I am so sorry.
That's okay.
Freddie, right?
Freddie Simone.
All right,
Always gonna be
Freddie,
jokes
I'm
on the
so
microphone.
sorry. Thank
That's
you
okay.
for being a guest on my show, and I want
thank
to
you.
have you back on a nice show. Thank
Definitely.
y'all all. Justin, CC, I ain't got my glasses. Kyle, and Mark. Thank y'all for being a guest on my show.
As the night goes on, he gets to drinking more. He start forgetting questions, guess name. He don't be knowing nothing.
Hey, man, he left that other question in the kitchen. He ain't never went back for it.
I know.
Wait. Here's the thing. Mark's supposed to be on stage right now. He's still standing with us.
Hey, man, y'all cool
called
people.
his name on stage.
Y'all cool people. I couldn't help myself. Y'all have a good one, though.
The kitchen and never go back.
All right,
Yeah, for
thank
sure.
y'all
I'm gonna
for
follow
being on
everybody
this
out there.
show.
So, you know, Freddie.